Hey guys, getting my electric blanket popping off here because it is colder than freaking hail in here, and y'all knows I'm sick. So that's today's topic of conversation here to start. I did my video yesterday, probably around like noon or 1, up in the mountains, and got home and I noticed the later it got, like, a little crappy I started feeling. And I was taking my temperature and it's showing like 97.5 degrees, and I'm like, there's no way I feel like crap. Well, what I was doing was taking a thermometer and just sticking it right under my armpit. Problem is, the air in the room was so cold I didn't even think about that. We put it under there, and so because the thermometer was so cold in the beginning, it was shutting off early. So once I actually warmed the thermometer up, took my temperature, I went up to 101.5, and then up to 101.7, and then up to 101.9, and this was by about 9:30 last night, and I was feeling like crap. So, thought, man, I got this friggin' flu that's going around. So I put a post on Facebook and had a lot of cool responses. Thank you to everybody for your love and support who mentioned something on there. And so, took ibuprofen. It didn't do anything for me for the first couple hours, which really surprised me. So, I went to bed at like, 10:30. It was really early for me. And got up this morning and just went in and out of sleep for several hours. I finally got up about 3 o'clock and noticed that I didn't feel very hot anymore, so thinking this could have been the flu that was going to go for like 3 weeks. I had people telling me it could be 3 weeks, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. Barely take a day. So anyway, I took some ibuprofen around 3 and took my temperature and said I was 97.0, so now I'm under, so I'm like, that can't be right. So went and bought a new thermometer, and it said I was at a 98.2 with ibuprofen, so that will wear off at about 9 tonight, and we'll see where I'm really at. So right now I'm regular temperature and I feel okay, but when the ibuprofen wears off, I'm thinking maybe because last night when I took it, it didn't change anything for a couple hours, that maybe I'm in the clear, maybe I've gotten over this thing. So anyway, that's where I'm at, but not actually the topic of today's video. I have got a dear friend that is having an experience, a life experience that I have gone through myself, and I want to talk about it today. And that is harassment in the workplace. Now, anybody watching this can say, yeah, well, that's kind of the nature of work. There's going to be some dicks in there that are going to give you crap. Well, he's going through some major trials with people bothering him because he's trying to get some help to do his job. Brought me back to when I worked for this plumbing company probably 8 years ago now. And I've talked about it in the past, but when I worked there, I got a lot of harassment. And let me explain to you the difference, I think, between just the regular Joe and a mentally ill person. A lot of regular people, will go to work, get pissed off that people are giving them crap, but they can go home and tell their friends about it or whatever and deal with it that way, or family or whatever, and just kind of move on. people with mental illness, because, like, especially bipolar, a lot of us don't really, like, we get these voices, as I've talked about, in our heads where we don't really love ourselves or like ourselves a lot of the time. We hate ourselves a lot of the time. So we're already telling ourselves we're not good enough and we can't do the job right, or, our boss doesn't like us or whatever. So you combat those feelings every day with work. To go to work and hear from other people those same things, even though you're doing the job your best of your ability, is extremely frustrating and difficult, can downright piss you off. So when I was working at that company, I had a guy flat out say to me, "Are you stupid?" And I wanted to punch him. My wife told me, "Yeah, you probably should have told him you were disabled," and I didn't see what he said, but keeping this on a serious note, my boss, I've had two bosses, I'll go to this point, that I have told I had mental disabilities to. Both bosses treated me worse after. So anyway, getting back to the point, so where a quote-unquote normal person can deal with their feelings, and it sucks a lot of time. I'm not trying to say that it doesn't and that they don't go through these kind of things. I'm just saying that mentally ill people, I think to a higher degree, like, already have inward feelings about themselves that aren't good. And to hear from other people just makes them worse. And not only that, but I also think it drives mentally ill people away from jobs. I think that's one of the reasons why the unemployment rate is so high in mental illness. Because we are struggling so hard already. And you get to the workplace and this is what I told my friend, all you frickin' want to do is go to work, do your job, and go home. I mean, why in the hell does that have to be so frickin' difficult? Why can't you just frickin' go to work and people leave you alone so you can get what you need to get done and then go home? You're not there to deal with pain in the butts or different personalities and all that. You're there to make some money, to pay your bills, to do the things that you need to do in your life. So I've had multiple jobs that I have quit or been fired from or whatever due to these types of issues where I just couldn't take it anymore because I was either getting extremely pissed off or I was afraid of people. Now with the plumbing job, I was both. I was scared to death of my boss. The guy had 4 guns in his truck, but he was just an a-hole anyway. And he knew it. That was the sad part about him, is he thought it was cool to be an a-hole. He thought it was cool that everybody thought he was a jerk. So he's one of the ones that I told about my issues because he was giving me so much crap. I thought I had nothing to lose by telling him, and I thought, if anything, maybe he'll be a little nicer to me. Well, I told him, and he just thought it was funny, basically. And so the other guy I told, and this was when he was trying to give me more responsibility on the job, a new assignment. I couldn't do it fast enough for him, and I knew that. I could see in his face, so I flat out told him that I had trouble learning how to do jobs because of anxiety and all these kind of things. Well, he never offered me the position, and didn't even tell me any more about it after the night I told him. Just acted like it magically never occurred. So anyway, I hope anybody out there watching this that may be in charge, like over people that are mentally ill, they have enough crap they're dealing with already in their own mind and in their life. They don't need more at the workplace. Please help in any way you can, I guess, is my main message here. And for any mentally ill people out there, stand up for yourself. I never did. That was the thing. I took it inwardly, just like I know my friends do, and like so many mentally ill do. Just take it inwardly, because a lot of us are social avoidant or shy or feel shame or guilt. So we just take the abuse like we deserve it, or it's our lot in life or something, where we don't need to. Speak up for yourself. Do what you gotta do to make your life situation the easiest you can in this whole craziness of the job world. So anyway, guys, gonna leave it at that. Let you know tomorrow how I'm feeling. Hopefully I have broken this fever and I'm going to be on the up and up again, and the mania can go crazy again and all that stuff. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I have this little crazy theory that maybe my emergence of the mania is the reason I'm getting over this, if I truly am, so quickly. Alright, guys. Talk to you later.